You're so lucky to have those very vivid memories and such almost present memories as well, because it lives on. It's international, it's forever, and it's your dad in musical form. So that is just absolutely amazing. What point did you realise growing up that Paddy Moloney was Paddy Moloney?
I think, I mean, I always knew who he was. He's my dad.
Yeah.
But musically, I just soaked it up, the music, you know, from the moment I was born. You know, there was always music. And I was very, you know, I was brought to concerts. I was very much in Ireland. I was very much aware of. I got to hear people applaud and congratulate him. But to be honest with you, I think it really hit me who he was internationally, or the size of who he was, the great man that he was. When I was about 13 years of age, you know, I had an awareness, you know, going to school in St. Anne's in Milltown. The girls would say to me, "Your father's very famous. He's a brilliant musician, and you know so-and-so and so-and-so." And I'm like, yeah. I soaked it up that way.
So, you know so-and-so. You used to refer to Mick Jagger as Uncle Mick.
I love to get so-and-so and so-and-so. So-and-so are the most famous people in existence, really, when you think about it that way.
Well, I guess so. I mean, they were just normal, or maybe not quite so normal people, but, you know, I was always raised by my mother, Rita, and my father, Paddy, to think of everybody as being the same. And we all had a gift, and we just had to find our gift and why we were here. And so for me it was acting, but you know, I just took it for granted that everyone has a gift, and I still believe that. So I just, you know, accepted them for who they were.
Okay, fine, but Mick Jagger, Marianne Faithfull, Anita Pallenberg are just in your house.
Sting!
Sting! Oh my God!
That was when I was 13. I met Sting, and that was I was at that age.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
I was like, oh my God, you know, and the girls were going in school. You know, oh my God, you met Sting. And I was like, oh, okay, I did, yeah.
The enormity of the talent and how widespread it was, and how, I mean, I suppose growing up, and even for me, we hear about things like the Oscars and the Grammys, and I mean, U2 and people like that were banding around. But I just remember the Chieftains being the most successful Irish act ever when it comes to the Grammys. And it wouldn't be something that would leap immediately to your brain, but my God, the influence that the Chieftains had on the global stage was enormous.
Yeah. Definitely a pioneering group of musicians. My father was the driving force behind the band, and founded the group, and brought all these wonderful musicians together. So I think the man was a genius.
Without a doubt.
And I think, you know, I know I'm biased. I'm his daughter, but I do know his music, and I do know him better probably than anybody else outside of my family. I think that the divine was working through him, just the way I believe the divine worked through Michelangelo, Beethoven, Mozart, Leonardo, you know. So, you know, I think Paddy Moloney is up there.
Absolutely.
Once in a generation talent.
I had the joy of interviewing him a couple of times, and every time I sat in his company, I was delighted and honoured to be able to chat to him.